One of those is Goliath Resources. Goliath is my highest conviction uh, uh, gold explorer with an important discovery pick. And they had a great news release out there earlier today. Goliath intercepts 18.58 grams per ton of gold over 5 meters. And that's from the Sherbet discovery, the gold digger property, with 90% of the holes contain visible gold. You're going to see in this map shortly why that's so important. They talk about 100% of the drill holes completed to date have intersected substantial mineralization. 90% of them had gold visible with the naked eye. That's VGNE. Drilling at Sherbet has hit VGNE in three distinct rock packages: quartz sulfide, breccia stockwork, and RIG Eocene age dikes, and calc-silicate altered breccia, showing the untapped discovery potential at this remarkable high-grade gold system that remains open. Now, when you see gold getting into three distinct rock packages, that's suggestive of a very powerful gold mineralizing system. So the system that brings gold up into these three rock packages is very powerful, and it had gone on for a long period of time to get the gold, the visible gold, up into those three distinct rock packages. They give you a summary here of the amount of drilling that's been done, and they talk about the incredible amount of holes that have hit high gram meter intersections. So this is when you multiply the grade times the thickness of the intersection. The rule of thumb is anywhere between 70 and 100 is very good. And that's indicative of when you get up into that category consistently, that's what you see in mines. Okay. So nine of the holes delivered over 200 gram meter intersections. One was 1,346 gram meter intersection. 11 holes are greater than 150 gram meters. 25 holes are greater than 100 gram meters. 32 holes are greater than 75 gram meters. And 62 holes are greater than 50 gram meters. And this map kind of gives you a representation of where all that's coming from. All of these red dots, and you can see just the massive amount of them, are locations in the drill holes where they observed visible gold. And as you can see, this is a 500-meter intersection or table scale. And so there is visible gold way over here, although there's much less drilling. But even if you take from here to here, you're still looking at over 1,000 meters. And if you kind of go side to side, you're looking at probably about 800 meters. And then there's just a vast amount of visible gold. This really tells me a lot about this system. When you see that much visible gold in a system, it's quite rare. You don't see this very often. And that is indicative of a world-class discovery. They give you some dimensions as to how big it is. And Sherbet has widespread drill holes representing 400 pierce points over an 1.8 kilometer or greater than half the size of Central Park in New York City. That just gives you some idea. I know that I'm pretty sure that Central Park is about 12 miles long. So this is over half that size with visible gold all over the place. And it returned high metal factor, showing its potential to be one of the most important high-grade gold discoveries in the Golden Triangle since the Eskay Creek discovery. And you make those kind of comments when you see all of this visible gold. Okay. Then they give you some statistics here. From the holes, 18.5 grams per ton of gold over 5 meters. Included in that was 23.22 grams of gold over 4 meters, including 30.95 grams per ton or 1 ounce of gold over 3 meters. Nice intersections for that kind of high grade gold. Multiple occurrences of visible gold were identified within quartz veins containing substantial amounts of sulfides. You can look at the names there in the news release. So here they show you some of the visible gold. And you notice it's not just one occurrence of visible gold, it's multiple occurrences of visible gold. Another hole, drill hole 355, intersected 5.72 grams per ton of gold over 12 meters, including 12.92 grams per ton of gold over 5.2 meters. Included in that was 20.29 grams of gold over 3.2 meters. And here again, they show you occurrences of visible gold. Hole 345 had another good run of high grade gold in it. And then they give you 317, 321, 362, 313, all having very high grades in the various intersections. High-grade gold has been identified in three distinct rock packages. This includes the gently dipping, gold-rich stacked. So there's a series of stacked veins that are like layers in a cake, if you will. The gold-rich, intermediate, felsic, Eocene age reduced intrusive related dikes. These are dikes that are vertical. Okay, so you've got the stacked like layers of a cake, and then coming up vertically through them are these RIRG dikes. And recently they discovered a broad gold-rich zone of altered breccia. So this is another rock package, all of which contain substantial amounts of visible gold and remain wide open for expansion. This confirms the presence of a mother lode magmatic source at depth, a causative intrusion responsible for the extensive high-grade gold system at Sherbet. Again, I'll re-emphasize that when you get visible gold in three distinct rock packages, this suggests a very powerful gold mineralizing system that was active over a long period of time. So then they give you details about the 2025 drill program, 60,000 meters. I think they're getting close. And now here's a great example of the stacked veins at the Sherbet discovery. So these are your layers of the cake. And then coming up through these are your reduced intrusion related dikes. Okay. Uh, this gives you a long section of various different hits. I'll go to the quote by Roger Rasmus because this sort of wraps it up nicely. Roger Rasmus is the founder and CEO of Goliath. He stated, and I quote, "I'm very pleased we continue to deliver high-grade gold results over mineable widths that increases the confidence level, demonstrating Sherbet's predictable continuity. The exceptional project management and team of geologists, drillers, pilots, and all support staff are doing a tremendous job of completing the 60,000 meter drill program in the 2025 drilling season. We are within a few weeks of reaching the end of the drilling campaign. After drilling camp is completed, our season will last approximately an extra month of logging and then shipping samples for assaying. To date, we have only reported 14 holes of the planned up to 115 drill hole program. It's likely that we will have a steady flow of assays to report for the remainder of 2025 and into 2026. The team is very motivated and enthusiastic, as several of them have never worked on such a remarkable high-grade gold discovery as Sherbet. Many of our geological team have not seen as much widespread visible gold to the naked eye in almost every hole during their entire careers at our grassroots discovery. We are delighted with the progress our team has had and being able to do it safely and effectively, as well as host site visits with strategic investors. We wholeheartedly believe that the Sherbet discovery is emerging as the most important grassroots, high grade gold discovery in the Golden Triangle since Eskay Creek. To think that only a few years ago Sherbet was hidden by receding glaciers in a short period of time has grown from a mineralized showing into a large high grade gold discovery, which is a testament to the fantastic work of our entire team and astonishing geological endowment. I look forward to my fully booked roster of meetings, 90 plus this week, with strategics and institutions alike at the Precious Metals Summit in Beaver Creek, Colorado, as well as the Denver Mineral Exploration Symposium in Golden, Colorado, held at the Colorado School of Mines. End quote. So a lot of great information in there. It sort of wraps up that the team is doing a fantastic job. It's no small feat to drill 60,000 meters in a few months of the season in the Golden Triangle, and they have completed a team work, and the quality of the project just gets better and better with more drilling. They're going to have a lot of assay results out for the next several months. The team is just blown away by. I saw a video where they had a fireworks display at the camp when they went over 50,000 meters. So, this is a really exciting place for them to work. They're seeing a tremendous amount of visible gold when they're logging the core. They're becoming a bit spoiled because most geologists are never see this much visible gold as seen at the Sherbet discovery throughout their entire careers. And it's emerging as a tremendously important discovery in the Golden Triangle. So let's take a look at their stock chart. And as you can see, as they've been drilling, they've been firming up the stock price. And now it's had a significant breakout today. It was up 12.07% or 28 cents a share to $2.60. I would point out the trajectory of the 200-day moving average and the 50-day moving average are very bullish. And with all of these drill results pending, they'll have just a lot to report for several months into the year. And we never know, keep our fingers crossed. They could hit it out of the park with any of those drill holes or more than one. So I'm very excited about the work that they've done and the flow of news that's coming out. So take a look at Goliath Resources.